Hey friends, how have you been? I miss all of you. In fact, in this video, I just forgot Jake Utter was in this class. Hey friends, I miss all but one. And Tanner. And Coco. Oh, and Anissa, Lord, don't let me get started on Anissa. Let me start this over. Take two. Introduction to journalism. All right. I got this. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, how have you been? I miss some of you. And in this video, I just want to walk through the new normal in COM 141 journalism class. This isn't a content video. I'm not going to be going through any of the chapters. We'll be doing that on a week-to-week basis. I'll be posting those video lectures. But in this video, I just want to kind of walk through what the course is going to look like as far as structure and layout and where to find things and how we're going to handle assignments, all that good stuff. I do not want you to miss out on any content. Just because we're online doesn't mean, oh, we're going to dump the assignments. It's going to be journalism light. No, that'd be pitiful. It'd be pathetic. You might like that, but we're not doing that, okay? We're keeping the assignments. We're going to do this old school. We're still going to have some rigor in our academics. But it's going to look differently, right? So let me walk through the syllabus. So next time you log on, you're going to see something like this. It's a little bit different view rather than our homepage with all those little cool links and everything. When you log on next time, it's going to be looking something a little bit more like this, where you will see the very first thing says our online meeting space. Even though we're online, we'll still do some synchronous, in other words, same time gathering. Sometimes as a whole class, sometimes just kind of split up, sometimes just you and a small group who we're calling little peer editing groups. You'll meet as well. Where to find that? So in our very first module, it says our online meeting space. It should say spaces. First thing says Dr. J's office and classroom. Yeah, that's right, it's virtual classroom. So when we have a one-on-one scheduled, I mean, don't just pop in here thinking I'm just sitting there all the time. That's not going to happen. But when we decide we're going to meet, just click on that link and they'll take you into a Zoom meeting. If you've never done those before, they're easier than falling off a log backwards. Probably. You just click on that link. It's going to open up Zoom. It's going to ask you to join, and we'll all be there. Zoom can accommodate 2 people in a meeting. It can accommodate 30 people in a meeting. I mean, it gets a little wonky the more you get, but it's going to be fine. So yeah, you'll get used to that. When we have some synchronous meeting times where I say, hey, half the class meet at this time, half the class meet at this time, that you click on that link, always go back to that link to have those kind of meetings where I'm involved. Also, I've broken you up into what I call peer groups or peer review, peer edit, whatever. So those groups will meet every now and then to discuss stories, to review each other's stories. It works really well, exact same as being in class, maybe better, because when you're in those meetings, you can use what's called screen share. So when it's Abby's turn, she'll do screen share, open up her story, everyone can see it, they can give her feedback, it's going to be just fine. So those groups will be right here, and these are not live links yet, but in a moment I'm going to schedule one of those little online Zoom meeting places for each of you. So when you need to meet, you should, if it works as planned, you should be able to go back there and click on your group and join your group meeting. So that's a unique meeting space. It's not the same video conference that I have for Dr. J's classroom. It'll just be for your group, so no one else is ever going to be on there. So I just want to draw your attention to those online meeting spaces. Then each week in here, so I laid it out week by week. I think that makes more sense than our other syllabus. Again, ignore the other syllabus. So here, the very first week, March 23rd through 29th, this upcoming week, each week will look kind of like this. So the very first heading always says Dr. J's simply amazingly brilliant video presentations that don't suck. Underneath there, they're not there yet, but by Monday there will be, where you can click on a couple content videos. So that's where I'll be explaining some very specific things about that week and some things about chapters 13 and 14. So that's where the videos will be. And then also each week we have some DAILA, what I call the DAILA news. Come on. Come on. You know, that was clever. I spent most of my week thinking of that. The DAILA news. Eh? Yep. Had a conversation with DAILA earlier today, and I recorded several DAILA questions. And daily was phenomenal. I'm telling you, you're going to see some things that will blow your mind. Things that I did not expect to happen. I met Dayla's dog. I met Dayla's dad. I met Dayla's mom. I met Dayla's brother. I met Dayla. I met things on the back of her wall. All kinds of cool things. So you'll have a Dayla, and it'll be posted right there. There's not one there. It's not posted yet. Just settle. It'll be there. And then under stories. So those are the stories you're working on each week. So the first one is story number 1, which you started a long time ago. Some of you are finished with it, but it's going to be due. I mean, because all the craziness of last week, it's going to be due this upcoming Sunday. So you have plenty of time to get that finished, but that shouldn't take a lot of your time. It should be nearly finished. Second thing is story number 2. We'll be talking about that this week, and it'll be assigned not this week. It'll be assigned at the end of the following week. That's why it says here, start talking about this week, do next week. And we're also going to have some live synchronous meetings. So the first thing is that your peer group will meet kind of probably later in the week to discuss story 2. And I want you to do it later in the week to discuss story 2, because first I want to explain story 2 with you when this upcoming Tuesday. When on Tuesday? During class time. I think it'd be okay if we're all there in one Zoom meeting, but that's a lot of people. I think it'd be better if I do 2 of these sessions where you just kind of self-select. It's not going to be perfectly even, but I want half of you, when it's more convenient, to show up at 10:30. That doesn't mean I'll just stroll in at 10:45. No. I'm going to start at 10:30 explaining from the beginning, and I'm going to end this thing no later than 11:05. And then at 11:05, you guys will get out of there. Maybe by 11:30, little transition time, and then by 11:05, people will show up, and I'm going to start the exact same thing over. So that doesn't mean you take a little bit of this meeting, a little bit of that meeting. No, choose one or the other. You don't have to tell me which one you're going to show up on. We'll just kind of see who shows up. So in there, I'll be live. How are you going to get there? You can go up to the top, click on Dr. J's office, and join. Again, if it doesn't work, I'll figure out something, but I kind of think it will. Fingers crossed. So that's some synchronous stuff. So it's not a lot. We're not going to meet Thursday. I want to give you a little bit of flexibility with the online environment, which I think is something that you're going to like, but I don't want to lose touch with you little monkeys. I've gotten to know you and kind of tolerate some of you even. So I don't want to lose touch with you. That's super important to me. That's why I want that community to meet online somewhat like that. All right. Also, there's always going to be a category that says reading and quizzes. That's the reading that's due that week. Those are the quizzes. You can have all week to do that. You can start Monday, but all that stuff, you got to read those. You have to take those quizzes when you want. Wow, that's new, right? Before you had to just take them during a certain 6-minute period of class. Now you have more flexibility. So one quiz will probably be due on Wednesday, like midweek. The other other quiz will probably be due Sunday. These dates aren't right yet, but there will be by Monday. So there's a quiz midweek to make sure you don't just kind of procrastinate, and a quiz due toward the end of the week. Also, a fun new thing, we're going to have TA's Cat Corner. I was going to call this the litter box. I don't know, it just seemed a little crass, but in the back of your mind, you can always think litter box maybe when you see that. So our TA, who has no name, does have a cat who's got a strange name. And this cat is so adorable. So I've asked her if she would, on a weekly basis, post either a photo of her cat or a video of the cat, but something about that cat or cat and her. So something fun to look forward to. Because we did this in class. The cat things and the Dayla things, frankly, were people's most favorite parts of the whole class. Not me, not my lectures, certainly not the content, but those goofy things. So the goofy things will persist, and we might still learn a thing or two along the way. Why is just this first week displayed? Because I don't have the other weeks mapped out. I mean, I got all the major headings, but I still have to work out some deets. But it's going to be the same basic structure, week by week by week. Each week there'll be a Dayla. Each week there will be some lecture stuff posted by me. Each week you're working on some stories. Each week you'll probably be meeting with your peer edit group to discuss those stories. You have some live interaction. Hopefully each week we'll have some time with me and you where we split up in groups so we still kind of talk about stuff. Each week the reading and quizzes, and each week a cat corner. So that's the structure of what's going on. Monday you will see those lectures appear, or at least one for Monday, and I'll meet with you on Tuesday, and you can start planning a time with your group members here. Reach out to them and say, when do we want to meet this week after Tuesday? After we hear Dr. J's presentation about the story, when can we meet? You can meet anytime, Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or even Sunday before midnight. Just find a time where you guys can meet. I won't be at that one. Hey friends, I think this is going to be an okay experience because I'm dealing with rather okay people and a brilliant professor. So you mix all that together, still it should turn out pretty doggone good. All right, friends, hey, it's been fun chatting with you. See you soon.